In this tutorial I will be going through the rendering process and explaining the many rendering options available within Adobe After Effects. So first let's just open up After Effects. Okay, I'm just going to open up a previously saved file. This is just a simple animation of the wallpaper used on my desktop. Now we're going to go through the rendering options. First of all, go to Composition, Add to Render Queue. The render queue can be seen at the bottom here next to the tab for your composition. There's composition 1 and the render queue. The first option is render settings. So if you just click on best settings here, this brings up another dialog box. Here you can change the quality of the composition, the resolution, the size, the disk catch, and many other effects, layers. Here you can use the frame rate, either use the composition frame rate, which is 24 frames per second, which is the default frames per second, or use a different frame rate of your liking. Just either scroll the number or click and enter the numbers. For this one we are going to use 24. Here you can change the start frame, the end frame and the duration. This is used if you only want to render part of your composition. You notice here we have the visibility for each layer. Only the visible layers in your composition will be rendered, so make sure that every layer that you want rendered does have this little eye icon next to it. So let's go back to the render queue. The next settings are output module. This is mainly for the file and the codecs. So here we have the file formats. There are a number of options. QuickTime is really the most compatible. Here we have the post render action. This allows you to import files or import and replace usage. But for this I usually use none. Here we have the video output. Channels red, green and blue, alpha, red, green and blue, alpha. The depth, I don't really change these, and the colour. Format options, this allows you to change the codec for the video. So if you just click on animation, this brings up another drop down menu with many other codecs available. For this I'm going to use H.264 because this is the most compatible codec and is supported by many players. Here you can change the basic settings for the quality. Either just move the pointer or just click on the number, enter the number, or just slide it. Okay. Advanced settings, keyframe every 1 frame. This will render the number of frames that you state. So if the default one is 1, so that will render every frame, or you can change it so it will render it every 8 frames, every 28 frames. Here you can also slide it, or once again just press the enter the number, press enter. Resize, this allows you to just resize the composition dimensions. Once again, either scrolling or entering the number and typing it in. Oh, get back on that. There are the presets for the size. Just use custom as this will use these options that you've chosen. Crop, this allows you to crop composition. And audio output, this is an important function as well. If you have any audio within your composition, it won't render unless you press the little tick box there. Here you can change the options for the audio. Format options, this allows you to change the codec for the audio. I normally just use uncompressed, so we'll OK that. Colour management, this is once again red, green or blue, and so on. OK that. The output too, this here allows you to change the name of the composition, so we'll just change that. And here you can also just choose the destination save file, or just save it to my desktop quickly. And there's the file format. That is the codec that you've chosen and the file type, so press save, and then in order to render it, just click render there, and it will begin to render. Here you can see the progress bar, the time that it is taken, the time remaining. You can also stop or pause the rendering. Once that's complete, you will hear a noise. Then I'll show you there. Let's just save it onto my desktop there. I'll play that very quickly. And there it is. That is the render option. If you have any questions, please leave your comments below and I will get back to you. Thank you.